Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday. You're sitting on the Big Game Hunters podcast. Jason Berard, Rory McMillan, exclusive to the hashtag MagnaOnAir digital network. On today's show, we are talking about how to handle burnout.
Ooh.
What is burnout, Jason?
Burnt out, man.
Everyone feels burnt out.
Burnt out.
We're not talking about that type of burnout. Yeah. We're talking about in the office.
I mean,
right?
that's what I mean. I was doing. Come on, I'm not a good actor. What do I mean?
We're talking about burnout,
yeah.
right? What how it affects people.
A lot of articles,
is it?
a lot of articles, a lot of content out there about burnout. I think that a lot of people in HR try to mitigate the risk of burnout. But what do they really mean by that? And you know what's funny is we're doing this show, and this week I was googling like, what is burnout? Am I feeling?
You felt today. You felt it.
A bit
I think
week,
everyone in their career has felt burnout sometime. Even in their personal life and their business life.
But I don't get it.
People can't be motivated and running at 150% all of the time. I know that we try to in our office. We're very high energy, motivational bunch, and we love to continue to push and shove and really set the pace and set the barrier. But to me, it's like I don't know if I really believe in burnout. What is it? Right? Is it a state of emotion? Does it affect your mind? Is it even proved? Who's proven that burnout is such a thing? Or is it just a state of thinking?
Maybe it's like the term that we just like credit for the negativity that can come with maybe pursuing your goals, outworking yourself then, to your utmost ability. And I think what happens like when you hit this rut, everyone's going to hit a rut. And they're going to hit multiple ruts throughout their careers or throughout their entrepreneurial journey. It's just going to happen, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. I think why there's so much content around burnout is because you get in this state of mind, the state of thinking that, I'm tired. And why am I not motivated? Like, what's going on? And then
you're tired. You're not interested.
All of these things in your life are reacting to your thoughts and reacting to your energy, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse. And it's getting worse. And all you're doing is focusing down there because that's where you're headed. And then you hit down bottom. And then and that's where people start to ask for
the person that's out there that's working, that's in that 9-to-5 job or that business owner, that entrepreneur that's fearing that potential that burnout can happen to them. Like, what are some of the symptoms, do you think? Is it just, I'm tired, I don't really want to be here today, you're coming into the office, but your head's really not in the game?
Yeah, not at all. Like, I think some of the symptoms to watch out for, whatever term we're calling this, because it is a negative and downward spiral, is
it's nasty.
Number one is, check yourself. Where are your thoughts at? If you're not feeling what you're doing, if you're looking for excuses, if you're, trying to get your mind off of everything that you're built towards, that's probably, sign number one. Sign number two, as it gets worse, it's probably comes from just like an absolute complete loss of motivation. Wait, why am I even doing this again? Should I just go back and just do something easier?
Is that when you start making mistakes?
I think so.
As a business owner or someone that's working inside a company, you start making mistakes, you start getting reckless. Depression can take effect. Like, there's so many different symptoms out there that can happen.
I think it's all a response of like having a negative mindset.
Totally.
Right? People are burnt out. Okay, more fear of failure. Why am I even doing this? Self-doubt. No confidence. All of those reasons are why you're going to make more mistakes. And I think if you don't get out of that rut, you just end up staying there.
But being an entrepreneur, opportunities are endless, right? Opportunities can be endless. You can build.
Yeah, but you lose sight of that when you're in that mindset, right? Because your mindset's everything.
Yeah, but right? I think, how can you turn that around? For someone that's dealing with burnout in their everyday life, or it's that they're upset or they're getting affected. They're just not working to their full potential each and every day, and you can almost feel it. It's like you said, it can be an emotional thing. It is an emotional thing. So how can someone handle burnout? What are some of the things you think, Jason, that some people need to do in order to handle that burnout, that stress, that
exactly
emotion?
So number one is check your mindset, right? You got to really be self-aware. Check yourself. Be really self-aware in terms of what your feelings are, right? If it's all negative, it's all going down a downward spiral. That's number one. Is figure that out, because address that issue. Right. Okay. I'm going downhill here. How do I get over it? Next one.
I think you got to get focus on your goals. I think the cause for burnout and depression and someone that's not really coming into the office and not producing each and every day is you got to go revisit your goals, and you got to understand what is your purpose. Why are you doing this? Why are you here? Right. maybe your goals aren't big enough. You don't have enough motivation to work towards. So it's almost like you're just content and you're resting on your laurels, because that's what happens,
you
right?
Just wait for things to happen.
You wait for things to happen, and things aren't always going to happen, right? You have to, one, sell yourself on your own goal, sell yourself on your own vision.
That you can accomplish it.
That you can accomplish it and work relentlessly to go out there and make it happen.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, making sure that you're staying hungry.
Anyone
with
that
those,
stops
right?
reaching for massive success will only be set to settle, right? It's
Mediocre.
true. Mediocre, average. And where does average get you?
Absolutely nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere, right? You want to continue pushing, continue shoving, getting out of your
revisiting
comfort
your
zone.
goals, maybe just resetting a bit too.
Yeah.
Take a step back.
Don't get complacent.
You know, if you're
an entrepreneur,
think that,
complacency is the worst enemy.
I think that outwork, like when you're like, I'll just push and work harder, that's not the right mindset. You need to take a step back, like we said, revisit those goals, maybe go for a massage, get your energy back in order, right? Just take a small step, self-aware, revisit the goals. Don't just push through those feelings, because you're just going to make it worse, because you're never going to get out of it. Take a step back, right? Check yourself, get a massage, maybe some acupuncture, whatever you need to get those energies back in. Do some yoga. Get those energies back in the right state of mind. And then another thing too is, get some rest on top of that.
Push yourself. I think the key thing, you're working inside a company, you're there for, one, to make money, two, to grow your career and build yourself and gain as much experience as you possibly can and help the company achieve its end goal, work towards its vision, work towards its mission, right? So you got to really revisit what that actually is, why I'm here, why I'm doing this, because everyone experiences. I've experienced burnout.
I think this is my first.
What people call burnout?
Whatever
Jason, experienced burnout.
Whatever
We've talked about this over the last couple of weeks. Where his head's at, what he's doing. He's following the systems, following the process,
but
and
not understanding why you're feeling that way is I think the biggest thing that people don't understand.
Yeah, find a mentor. Find someone that you can go and speak to about it, right? Someone that can really fire. Remember the times when you're really fired up, when you were really producing the 10x levels of activity, when you're really lit up. How good were you feeling? Were you feeling about burnout? Were you worrying about emotion, depression? No, you were killing it, right? You're out there, you're pushing, you're shoving, you're closing. You're making things happen. Your business life is better. Your personal life is better. So why not fill your funnel with more of that, with more positivity, less negativity?
Life is so much better in a positive state of mind.
Absolutely.
Practice that gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. There's a lot of people out there that would love to have the challenges that you have in front of you. So make sure that you're always in that positive mindset, because there's no reason to worry. There's no reason to be fearful. And there's no such thing as burnout if you don't allow it to take over your life. So it's the big game, hunters. Rory, close out the show for them. Let them know where they can find us.
They can find us iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, #MagnaOnAir. Put it into Google. Comment in the section below, #ask@MagnaOnAir.
What are some tips? Like if you know how to overcome burnout, if you've experienced it, let us know. We love chatting about it, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.